everybody, welcome to the third card in March's card class. This card I think is my favourite one of all of them, and I really like the simplicity of the design, and I'm a big fan of anything with ribbon and trim on it. So I do hope you enjoy putting this one together. As with the other two, I have pre-cut and pre-scored all of my pieces. So I'm starting with a crumb cake card base. And I'm going to work from sort of the outside in. We're going to do that outside, the inside, sorry, we're going to work from the inside out. Tongue-tied there. And I'm going to start by sticking my piece of white card in the centre. Okay, and that's going to be followed by a little strip of our pink gingham designer series paper. Along the bottom. Okay, now working on our front piece, I'm going to put my card base to one side, and I just want my piece of designer series paper, and I'm going to cut myself a piece of this natural finish ribbon, so it's just ever so slightly longer or wider than our card front. There we go. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some tear tape and I'm going to stick this piece down. So let me just work out roughly where this needs to go. And what I love about this paper is you can almost line it up, so you can make sure that it's straight. Okay. So that is going there, and the reason I've done that is because, one, you're not going to see it, and we want to hold it in place so it's straight. Okay. Now when we turn this over, I'm going to fold my natural trim ribbon round and secure it in place like this, and just in case that bit isn't strong enough, I'm going to put another piece across there. Lovely. Once we've done that, we can attach this piece to the front of our card. Nice. Give that a nice little press down, and then I'm going to take some linen thread. Linen thread is one of my absolute staple items. I would recommend adding this to your craft toolkit. I think you get 13 meters for about £5. It's really good value, and a little goes a long way. So now I'm going to tie this in a lovely little bow. I like to tie my bows upside down. I'm just going to make that bow a little bit smaller. Cut off your tails so they are an appropriate size, and doesn't that look lovely? It's a great little touch for adding a thick ribbon to your cards. I'm quite often asked, how do you do that? How do you use these big ribbons? And the answer is, that is how I do it. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our bunny detail, and you'll notice on my card there's little dots around our oval. So this is where our black pen comes in handy again. And I'm just going to go around the edge, doing some really delicate dot work. Try and get your dots sort of equally spaced if you can, like so. And then I'm going to stick that down to my card with some dimensionals to raise. Going to make sure that doesn't get caught up in my sticking. Lovely. Perfect. Then we can stick our bunny on. And then because I love this little flower so much, I've added that as a little extra detail, and I'm tucking that just under the edge of our oval, which is a great little technique. Next I have my piece of my piece of crumb cake card, and I'm also going to stamp in crumb cake ink. Just find my crumb cake ink pad. Here we go. And I've got myself a strip of crumb cake card that is roughly, well, it's 1.5 centimetres wide, and then the length, we're just going to trim it down actually. Oops, dropped it. So let's trim off the edge. And then we're going to cut this into a little fishtail banner. We do this by snipping into the middle and then up from each corner to the centre. Lovely little banner. And I'm going to stick that down. And to finish, I have a couple of little gems. These are, I'm not sure what these are called actually, they're little flower embellishments, little metal flowers. And I'm going to put 2 of these on. I'm using the gold ones, just like that. And that finishes that card off really nicely. And we have 1 card left to go in this card class, and I will see you over in that video shortly. Bye for now.